Hi guys, it's Alex, your sassy dispatch girl, and today you're gonna have a chance to preview how our practice going on in dispatch classes. In our classes, we don't have just theory, we have hands-on intense practice. Each student had a chance to practice on most popular load boards. They also have access to load boards for the brokers. Let's say Coyote, XPO, GB Hunt, CH Robinson. And today they had their practice. All this week we had 2 students a day, and each of them got from 2 to 3 hours of real calling. We were doing it through Zoom. They were logging to load boards. They were posting real trucks. They were talking to real brokers, and they were negotiating. They reviewed the rate confirmation, they negotiated, we talked, they learned how to say no. Because sometimes you need to understand that this load is not good for your company, it's not good for your driver, or maybe it is impossible. Maybe your truck cannot pick it up on time, or maybe commodity is not covered by your insurance. Well, enjoy our preview, and hopefully we'll see you in our next class, and you're gonna be one of those students who start with no knowledge, and in this short time with intense homework, practice, and my teaching approach, they are able to go and start their company on the road to success. And here in Dispatch Service Center, I am personally guarantee you that my mission is your success. So come and join us. And as many of you know, we also have IFTA classes, safety classes. Sign up for our next dispatch classes. And hopefully, just looking at these students, you can see if you can be part of logistics, if you can be part of transportation. It's a proud teacher moment. I love my first class and my last class, because first class, I see people, I see new personalities, and then after hard work together, I can see such an improvement. What else can you dream when you giving your knowledge to somebody else? You can just move towards your dreams, because in the end, hard work is paying off. Practice, knowledge, basics. Everything else is gonna come to you. As I promise you, the circle, loading, unloading, loading, unloading. Same with the safety, making sure you start on the right note, making sure you keep those files, making sure you go by regulations, and then you're gonna succeed. Same with the IFTA calculations. You guys do it right, you don't have to sweat because everything is ready. You just need to file on time. Trucking business is hard, but it's not impossible. Trucking business can be profitable if you know your bottom dollar, if you make right decision. Sometimes growing too fast is not the smartest decision. Sometimes opening trucking company without basic knowledge is not a smart decision. But what is smart decision is always improve yourself. Always learn. I always love days when we practice, because every student is different and we have to find a way to implement whatever we learn in a class. And it's exciting to see them doing that first phone call, booking that first load. Looking forward today, day 4. We had 2 students a day because this class is very intense, and we had 11 students. I'm gonna let you share your screen. So we're gonna log in at that first. We're gonna post some trucks when we're gonna call brokers. We're gonna check on the previous loads. So hopefully we book some loads, and then we're gonna do truck stop and then few apps.
Oh, okay.
Best 3 Logistics, EMR Express, Spectrum Express, Grab Global, Highway Transit. So see, you can see all the names of the trucking companies, right? Apply with our setup packet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he can start working on his end. Okay. and we're gonna say thanks, working on yours. Okay, so he knows, we want to make sure he knows that we received. And then we're gonna just do setup like we always do. Okay, send. So what we just did, we just finished the setup, right?
Yes.
We finished setup, we negotiated. So today is what, Thursday, right? We looked at the market, we saw what's going on. Do you really think the market really gonna change Friday? Well, maybe it's gonna be something better or not, but this is a pretty good low. First of all, it's not heavy. The temperature is perfect and it's going for the good price. I mean, you cannot. So should I sit and hope for miracle?
No.
Because you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna be working on other trucks now, and the driver already gonna know that that's what he's doing. He can plan his routes, he can plan his logbook, he can plan how he's gonna drive, sleep, stop, because it's good for driver to know. That's why a lot of dispatchers who do not pre-book or who do not really do their job, the relationship between driver and dispatcher is not that good. See, let's check on when he's gonna be there. Monday, right? Monday. Okay, we're gonna click done. So same day, we're not looking for 3 days. So let's see what they have. Look at that, they have 3,700 going to South Haven from where we at, to Cheshire, Connecticut. See, you can agree or you can ask for more money. Okay.
Oh, you still could negotiate with them?
Yeah. So look, it's going to be 21,500 on the way, right? But see, it's when, and we are reefer, open this, you can put the money. So it's already telling you that it's 209 per mile because we're right there at South Haven. Frozen food. When is it delivering? It doesn't give more details. Pick up at 12. Delivery on 18 at 12 a.m. So Tuesday night. Okay. 1562. Let's see. I agree. And here, let's put 2,000. I just want to show you, you know, because you still have to confirm. You still have to confirm if they agree. So the first ones are drive-in. Second ones are flatbed. And
it's 247.
So this is 247 average right now for drive-in. So if we took those two loads and we had 224, we are below than average. Those two loads and we had 224, we are below than average. So
that means it's cheap.
Better, or maybe we should not take him to Texas and from Texas to Chicago because probably Texas is not paying well. So that's how you do to know which area you should take. And the only way to know is to see what's gonna happen next day there. How much are they paying? Making those phone calls, especially being a new dispatcher. Look at the
also excuses. I have to check with my driver.
My driver, you need to already kind of know the plan. You have to be more upfront. You know what you need, so maybe you need to check those prices before, right?
Yeah.
You need to stick to your grounds. You need to ask for more. You have to be a little bit faster. You already know everything. You just need to put together, but it's the first time for you to do. We had to do setup today, right?
Yes.
So was it easy? You already know how to do setup.
Oh yeah, we done that.
So you already learned that on the first class. Not a big deal. If you're not set up, yeah, you can get set up. 5 minutes later, we were set up. We got the information. We check again. What is the commodity? What is the price? Where is it picking up? Open, receiving. What time is the appointment? We sign, we send back. We thank the broker, thank you for the load. And we call few loads, right? To see what is gonna be better. We had to choose between labels, which is light, 10,000 and 65 on the weight. And also we had meat, which is -10, kind of going to the same area. Rate per mile actually on our load is gonna be better. And we're gonna save on what? On a fuel.
On liabilities.
And also on a fuel and hour reefer, because 65, it's easier. It's still not that cold than -10. Secondary, he can get unloaded from 10 to 4, which is open window, instead of waiting till strict appointment at 3 p.m. Why should he waste his time? He can just get loaded and start driving to East Coast, right?
Yes.
So it has to be done before you book that load. Checking today, what we else did, we checked on the brokers, right?
Yeah.
Making sure that credit is good, because as a business person you understand that just taking load on the paper doesn't mean that money is going to be in your account. Professional dispatcher, we're going to make our own decisions, but to make our own decisions, we're going to look what's going on there. We're going to calculate 2, 3, 4 loads for this week and see where we at. When we calculated with you, one of my drivers, all the miles, right? We are at what? $3 per mile. Implement all the things I am telling you guys and just put together, rereading, putting in your head and making that circle, right? A, B, C, D, going and loading, unloading, loading, unloading, loading, unloading. So, I mean, it's gonna get to you. You're just starting. It's not that hard. And don't be afraid to say no. It's easy to say yes, right? They keep pushing you. Yes, yeah. And sometimes dispatchers say, okay, and then they start calculating. You cannot do that. It is profitability of your driver, of your company. If you are in a dead area, do you really have time? Not really. So you'd better make that decision really fast and take it. But you should already know if it's Florida, if it's the East Coast, if it's something doesn't make sense, like that load with 3 drops. Are we gonna deal with 3 drops? No, we're not. For $900, we're not gonna deal with 3 drops because we already have one-on-one for 1,000, right? And we always gonna check, plus working up front. Wow, good job. So let's talk about like what did you see today? Like what is the main thing you need to concentrate on? I mean, we did phone calls, you saw how we prepare, how we calculate. So what is the challenges and what do you need to improve?
I want to be faster, you know. Then on the phone, I mean, I don't have a problem like to talk, but
you have a good communication skills. You just need to understand that it's gonna be the same questions, but you have to become faster. You need sound more professional, and you have to have confidence. So right now, because it's your first day, I mean, you know, something new, you're gonna improve. So what time is a pickup? When is a delivery? Then you know if that's possible. Then next is the transit is too long, too short, right? Then what is a commodity? Do we take that commodity? Is that something we want to deal with? Look at the HOS hours for the driver. Is it possible for the transit? Then we're gonna see which area is it going to. Can we predict? No. Even if you experience dispatcher, you always need to check what's going on in North Carolina on Sunday, right? Is that, yeah, they were giving us $4,000, but then we also can get $2,800 to go to Virginia with delivery on Saturday. We are saving 2 days in transit. So logic and calculating, because in the end of the week, we still need to have the gross and rate per mile. And we were putting what, 2-3 loads. Why? And you ask me why? Because we need to know where we're gonna be with this load, and this way we can calculate what is the lowest amount we can do, and we always gonna do this. And after a while you're gonna see that you kind of go in the same circle because of the seasons. The circle might change. For example, Florida is gonna start paying, Georgia is gonna start paying if we're talking about the reefers, right? If we talk about dry vans, then we have holidays, Christmas. So all the shipments coming from the area where they have all those Amazon distribution center. So it also changes, but the main thing is to stick to what's good for you. Remember that TQL, they were trying, come on, we're giving you that $4,000, but it's still Tuesday. We are looking for load on Thursday. Their transit was too long. The pay was great, but pickup was too late and transit was too long. So that 4,000 in the end of the day doesn't make sense, right? So it takes a practice. That's what, but pre-planning. Remember today I showed you, if you had a truck in Jacksonville, Florida, or if you had one on the East Coast, if you leave them for 2 days, possibility of you finding load is very slim. And that's mistake bunch of dispatchers do, because they think, well, I'm gonna leave him for tomorrow. But those areas you need to pre-book. My Jacksonville was pre-booked on Friday. I know it's gonna be dead, and I need to take him to better area, to Memphis area, because it's good for reefer. Because if I would leave him for today, it's nothing. And then what, I'm gonna take him to East Coast for cheap money? Doesn't make sense. The planning, knowing the dead area. That's why when I teach you guys, I tell, if you go to New Mexico, you need to get the load right away. You go to East Coast, you need to know, or you need to take more money so that cheap load is gonna be covered by this strong load. So we always push in a strong market, right? You need to know, or you need to take more money so that cheap load is gonna be covered by this strong load. So we always push in a strong market, right? And you did, I mean, your communication skills is good, just a little bit speed up, but as you said, you need more practice. That's why the next few weeks you can still ask for the login and just make phone calls. But you made your first phone call. So how important is this to say correct city? Johnstown, New York. Practice. You need to log in and say it loud. Calling about load. Johnstown, New York to Ankeny, Iowa. Johnstown, New York to Tama, Wisconsin. Johnstown, New York to Byron Center, Michigan. Johnstown, New York to Newcomerstown.
Today my husband will be my broker.
Z1. So put Z0, Z1. Z1, it doesn't matter if it's capital or not, Z1, Z, the only thing you have to remember not to put dots or commas, so Z1, Z2, 114 exact match. What is the first thing we always do? So first, let me, you know what, I'm gonna get access of your request remote control, request, just admit so I can, so you always want to make sure you move this all the way up so you can see more loads. Right? So what do you always say? What do we have to check? Region. Yeah, so click on that. How many loads are picking up exactly in Memphis?
7.
Okay, so we had a load going also to Pennsylvania, and they're paying us $28.50. So let's open that mode transportation. Right there, open it, click on it, like click, not click in the middle somewhere. Yeah, delivery 1116. One is 1116. Then you will need zip code. You need to look at the map, see how long it's gonna take us, and then 12 and add that deadhead, right? So that's why you need to prepare the map first before you call. To what? Shelbyville?
Yeah.
So, Shelbyville, Indiana, right? Search, look at this, so approximately, look, so you should be approximately 1826, that's what market's paying. Okay, so you should be around probably 2000. About all closed loads in Memphis, we're not gonna be deadhead. Tennessee Reefer is available. What do you have, sir?
Well, I got 3 different loads picking up out of the same spot, all in picking up out of Bruce, Mississippi.
Bruce, Mississippi. Hold on a second. Let me open my map. So what is Bruce, Mississippi? Post. Click on posting. Okay. And see how many loads are gonna be there. 38. Not that many. Let's see how many close by. So click me on that head, because we always need to see what are we doing. We can go back to Memphis, probably deliver on Friday, and then take a strong load over weekend, right? Look, we can go from Kentucky to Connecticut. Look, that's chicken load, 3,300, probably deliver on Saturday. So we can still find a few good paying loads, right?
Yeah.
You book your first load.
In the last one for today.
Huh?
In the last one for today, probably.
And the last one for today, you had enough?
Yeah, I just have 1 truck now.
Well, you're not done yet because you have to respond with their insurance. And what else you need to do? We still did not receive the setup with her. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna call her and see where's her setup. Who is practicing, you or me?
I'm practicing. Mostly using those powers.
Yeah, that power, but you're also gonna have use Coyote, you're gonna use Jebby Hunt, I'm gonna show you. But I mean, what do you understand you need to practice before you're gonna make all those phone calls? Practicing to put the map, right? Calculate the previous loads, right? You need to know what are the previous loads were. And prepare, like you were writing down when I'm picking up, when I'm delivering. You're not really listening to them.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's first, but
The first time, but that's why we do this.
you're gonna use it. So
Yeah, so that's why, but you have to listen to them, and then after you're done, then you can write down it was sweet potatoes, but you need to look at the map, because you still need to what? Instead of writing, you would go and you would check on what? HOS hours. Is that even possible? Does he has enough hours left? So you know if it's possible to pick up, right? Then you have to understand when is it gonna be delivered, which day of the week, and what kind of trailer, because for reefer, it's always, we can find loads 24/7. Saturday, Sunday, they still receive, but if it's a step deck, if it's a flatbed, if it's a dry van, then you need to make sure on Friday you take loads somewhere stronger, so you're gonna be in a strong area on Monday. So it depends on equipment, it depends on the driver, it depends on the market. In the end, what do we need? We always need to make sure that we get something which makes sense. Money-wise, transit-wise, pick up. Is your husband gonna sit till the night to wait for the go to pick up and then drive all night? No, I don't think so. He's gonna say, Simona, why did I send you to Alex's class? Let's go and click on a trip and let's organize all these trips so we know the miles. And let's scroll down. Let's go down. Let's go down. And we're gonna start from what? 500 miles.
400?
Right? 500 miles.
Okay.
Or what else we could have done? We could have go by states and eliminate like Wisconsin, Iowa, Michigan, Indiana, because it's too close, right? So we could adjust our posting. Let's add it. And we're gonna change those zones. We're gonna do the states. So click. Let's put Arkansas, Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma. What else can we put?
Alabama.
Alabama, Louisiana. Let's see the highest paying rate. So we're gonna click on the rate. Okay.
4,000.
Wow.
And it's 960 miles.
Wow, not bad. Lake Park, Georgia. Should we call and see why are they paying $4,000?
There's gotta be something.
Yes, exactly. So let's find out what's wrong with this load. It shows that it's 27, so it's not that heavy. So see, your husband would like it, not too heavy, but what is the catch there? You have reference number 9881. This is the load number. So you have most of the information.
Zoom. Zoom aims to directly connect shippers and drivers on an automated platform.
Zoom, this is Matt.
Good morning. I'm calling about a load on the 16th from Chicago to Lake Park.
It's a drop trailer in Lake Park, Georgia, at the receiver for 1 to 3 business days.
I mean,
That you have to...
it's a
get the
drop
trailer from
trailer
the-
for 2 to 3 business days in Lake Park, Georgia. That's why they paying $4,000. So they gonna
Because you have to stay for
they're
those
gonna
3 days.
use your trailer as a storage.
Okay.
Remember what I say? When it's something doesn't make sense, when it's too good to be true, it's something catchy there. Oh, it's million pixel drops, or it's commodity, which is you don't want to deal. So how can this work? The only way this can work if the guy lives in Lake Park, Georgia. So if we're gonna pick up on Monday, we're gonna deliver there on Wednesday, and then what? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. What are we gonna do with him on Saturday from the dead area? I'm gonna share my screen. So,
Yeah.
look, how many miles? We're talking about 793 miles. Do you really think your husband's gonna be happy to pick up on Monday and deliver on Thursday morning? So look at this. That's probably his hot deal, right? Pick up on 7 o'clock to 7 and deliver in 19th. Is it hot deal? Look at this. I agree. And here I'm gonna put, $4,000, guys. Place a bid. Maybe for $4,000, maybe we can go. Makes sense. This is like it should be not hot deals, it should be nonsense deals. You know, it should say, looking for desperate dispatcher and driver. Hot deal for you guys. Easy book, just click and it's yours. Don't have to call.
But it's very strange because if you look, almost all their things are the same. Because if you look at this up, Romeoville, Cincinnati, it was 300 miles, and they gave you 2 days or 3 days to do it.
Yeah, because probably it's going where? It's going to strict facilities like Kroger, like CNS, Cisco. So they probably did not make appointment on time. And now they start making appointment and it's no receiving hours. Plus, why are we gonna see this kind of nonsense? Think logically. Why? Because now all the receiving offices are gonna be what? Overbooked because of the holidays. Thanksgiving, Black Friday. So all those offices, I mean the distribution centers, they are overbooked. Tell me, Simona, what do you think? What did you learn today? What do you think you need to improve?
I've actually I got so nervous that when you said that you didn't celebrate, is because I didn't even realize I did it. I got too nervous about it. I was, I'm good at a hands-on person.
But did it help you to realize how it works today?
Yes, a lot. With you explaining.
So with how it works, how we post, how we look, what makes sense, what doesn't make sense, right? Sometimes price doesn't.
Yeah, and it's bad because sometimes the things that make or do not make sense for somebody who's new like me and never worked in this, you don't actually realize it as easy. And you do point stuff that my mind just says, yes, she's right, so it goes.
Yeah, that's why we do this practice. And when you actually gonna be really ready to do this, you know, we have a second part, so maybe you need another day or two more practice, and it's gonna be of course more intense, where we can still make those 50, 60, 100, 200 phone calls and talk about each phone call. Why yes, why no. And believe me, after you make 100 phone calls with the explanation what was good, what was not good, you know, it's gonna click to you. It's gonna say. That's why it helps you that somebody can tell you why it did not make sense. Because sometimes you think it makes sense. Well, rate per mile is great, right? Well, but transit is too long. Well, commodity may be on your exclusion and it's not covered, or you go into that area, or maybe your HOS hours. How can he make transit if he has 5 hours left before he has a restart? So we have so many things to keep in mind. That's why organizing, checking in the morning, what is the driver's hours? What is he wants to go? When does he wants to be home? When is he delivering, right? How crucial is that, knowing what kind of trailer he is and if he's delivering to strict facility, first come, first serve, right? Because of that, we might not pick it up. You can read the details. And you can still book different truck while in the phone, and you can still book in the other. That's why professional dispatcher, we can book more loads and we can take care of more trucks. It takes time, but I mean, your communication skills are well, you know, you just need to stop writing things. You just need to look at the map. And that's, everybody does that. You just need to look at the map. You need to look what's going on, see that had the area. And what else you need to do right away? When you still talking, you're gonna post the truck there for that day and see what are we gonna deal with there, right? And we you book your first load, so congratulations, right? It was a tanker indoors load. The jobs of the dispatchers is not just post the truck and call. You still need to make sure that everything's delivered. You need to give updates to the brokers. And when I am teaching you guys, I'm telling you, in the morning, you always give updates to the broker. Thank you for the load. Clean BOL attached, was clean. Let me know when you have a next load, if it's a good load, right? Because you don't want to be working with dad, a truck stop all the time. You want to build that relationship. We take into Washington. I'm gonna text my guy, which has a load right there, to Massachusetts, and I am gonna pre-book it. Do I have to sit and waste time to look for the load? No, because he's already gave me above the market. Unless on Tuesday I'm gonna see the spike, and we might see spike of the spot market because of what? Because of the holidays, because of Thanksgiving following next week, and ask for 2,000, 3,000. Do you really think this is a smart way to start dispatching without knowledge about commodities, about right?
No. And you need practice, and you need to really pay attention and learn by practicing.
Yeah, because in the end of the day, the good dispatchers are the one who can prevent liability and cargo claims, and they make it profitable. So sometimes that golden load, which goes to that area or maybe to mountains or the bad weather, is not a good load. Because if you have a chance, for example, you go to New York City, you have a chance to damage trailer, truck, to pay all those tolls. Is that a good load? This is not a smart business decision. So van or reefer. So that means it's gonna be dry, right? Because it can go on van or reefer. If you see R, it's always a reefer. Van or reefer, it's gonna be dry. So far you see that it's 41,000. So let's look at the map, our deadhead, 61 miles. We're gonna be empty, so it's okay. Let's call, find out what is the product, when is it delivering. So with this transit, if it would be reefer, it's always gonna deliver Thursday, but hopefully this is a dry load that we can deliver Wednesday afternoon if they are open receiver, because he's gonna pick up early.
Hi Mary, I'm calling you about the load from Johnstown, New York to Romeville, Illinois. Do you still have it?
Between 7 and 2, it was delivered Thursday at 9 a.m. It is very strict delivery appointments and load books. It's a 53-foot banner reefer. It is about 31,000 pounds, and they have a rate of 950.
950. Okay. You said it's a strip.
Is there any way we can do 1,400?
Is there any way we can do 1,400?
No, we move them pretty easy for 1,000, and it's just most of it.
You gonna be the driver also?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Alright man, you give me a second, give me like 5 minutes, I just gotta build this load up and I'll send it right on over to you, okay?
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Alright.
So tell me, like, what this experience, like, what do you figure out, what do you need to do?
For now, I'm a little frustrated, kind of. I need to know where to go and when to go, and need to follow up with the trucks. That's the hardest thing for now. One day will be empty.
Yeah, so that's why before you finish working today, you're gonna make a list for tomorrow. Truck 77 delivering 5 a.m. Because the bigger companies, they work with the software. So you can click and you have Protrons and you can see everything. But smaller companies, we cannot afford that because it's too much money, all that software. So you're gonna write down. And before you leave, you're gonna know tomorrow I need to start working on truck 7705 first. You're gonna post all of them. Or picking up load which is next to us or going towards Chicago, right? Not against, because it's not worth it. That 1,600 which we saw was not a better price and time and fuel than 1,300, right? Reference number. So you talk about the load 2020246 if they need the reference number for the load.
Yeah, hi, I'm calling about the load number 2020246 from Joliet to Nicholasville, Kentucky.
Pick up tonight, deliver tomorrow at 10 p.m.
Tomorrow at 10 p.m.
Perfect.
Okay, great. So, and what is the commodity?
37,000 pounds of candy, temperature is 55-65 degrees.
Okay.
I can pay $16.50 on this.
You already posted 2,000.
You already posted 2,000.
Oh, I mean, if it's posted for 2, then I can do that. I just can't go any higher than 2.
Not 22,000? Not 2,200?
I can try 21, see what they say.
Well, call me back with the new price, please. Or can you hold?
Can I? Yeah, I can hold.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how's that price?
I can probably do the 21 if you guys can do that.
21.
Okay, what is your name? Let me call you right back.
Can I have your name, please, so I can call you right back?
Sure, my name's David. Just ask for my name whenever you call back in.
David, the same number?
I have a callback number if you want that.
Yes, please.
615
615
881
881.
3995.
And who is the receiver in Kentucky?
Who's the receiver in Kentucky?
Receiver is McLean.
Like, you guys understood that you need to know how to use those apps, right? Yes. So that's easy part. You just need practice, practice, practice. How important is to have a few screens? Did you guys realize that you need to have so you can move? And it's better if they are connected, right? When we called, the pickup and delivery was not what was posted. A lot, right? It was totally different cities. It was totally different delivery, especially with the bigger carriers, right? TQL, Scotland, everything. Because why? Because they post in the big cities. They post Chicago and they pick up in Appleton. Doesn't make sense. And their excuse is, well, nobody knows Appleton. Well, we are in logistics. Listening and hearing, it's two different things. And what did I say? All these pants, see all these pants, I don't even have close to me. They're all so far, I cannot even reach them. Why? Because you need to train your brain. So the only piece of paper you're gonna have is here in the end, when you're gonna say here, Nick, extension, and you're gonna put in the end, load North Carolina to Florida, $300 or $500. Hi, calling about load. Can I get the details, please? My truck is available. So that's first sentence. Endorsement. It has nothing to do with a tanker trailer. It's a tanker endorsement on the driver CDL. And what is it? It start have who needs an endorsement? FSMA. So FSMA, if you guys dealing with the food and refrigerated load, it's a Food Safety Modernization Act. What else we need to, what is the difference between private versus for hire? Because we are carriers, right? Well, what do we need to do to improve our relationship? Build trust. So Tia, how are we gonna build trust? You cannot be there on time for pickup. If you hoping, you'd better say, can we move it for later? It goes by, you guys should start to see the pattern. You guys gonna see the same circle. Starting here, goes here, because you guys gonna make those same rounds. It depends on the driver, where he lives and where he likes to go. Are we ready to congratulate? Who we gonna congratulate? So, let's share the screen. Who is the first? I think it's the youngest future dispatcher. So who we have? We have Ivana, right? Job. Good job, Ivana. We wish you good luck getting her certificate. So Ivana, what do you think? Did you improve? Do you know what you need to work on? Know that it's a little bit more than just going and buying the truck, right? And buying then that truck stop or power that. So you need to prepare yourself and talk to your husband, because everybody's dream to become owner operator, to have company, but you need to, because it's a lot of liability, it's a lot of money, so you're gonna do that. But thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great job. Hope you improving and you want to become dispatcher, right, one day?
Oh yeah, well the other day I was talking to my husband in all those terms and everything. He's like, oh, look at that professional now.
Started to understand everything, that I know what my husband's actually talking about.
Well, it's a great training course, is very rich, and yes, I learned a lot. Learning will continue, and more practices should be there.
And yesterday when we were practicing, you were like, I am ready for my husband to finally go on the road, right? So
yes.
You already want to start doing this without all the interruptions. So yeah, go on the road,
sure.
Let Let me
I'll
take
handle it. Yeah, go and I got you.
You need to educate your dispatchers outside of the country. So that's good. So finally, you know, and plus improvement. I mean, as any business, you need to know your basics, educate them, and everybody has to do their part, guys, right? Everybody has, we as a dispatcher, we as the owners, we as a truck driver. In the end, it's a team effort. We always gonna be a team.
That class was very positive and a learning experience for me. And like everybody said, the dispatcher is not easy. And the easy part is buy the equipment.
Okay, thank you so much. Enjoy your Saturday. I'm gonna email those certificates and I'll see you again. And make sure you guys gonna be a good, not desperate dispatchers. We rock. We are way better than guys. We rock. We are better dispatchers. We are better owners. We are better negotiators. And we can make a better stories. So do not take it any BS from anyone. Not your husband, not your drivers, not brokers. Because we know what it takes. Okay? So please, guys. And here again, Alex, you're a sassy dispatch girl, you're a sassy teacher, and I cannot wait for my new class. We are almost booked. I don't take more than 10 students per class. We have 8 people sign up, so we have only 2 spots available, and the class will be starting next Saturday, November 21st. Hurry up, and hopefully you're gonna be that lucky 2 people who can still join us. Always yours, Alexandra. Safe and profitable trucking. I'm here for you. Bye.